Okay, so these two girls wanted to fly off to Costa Rica. They wanted to go to San Jose. This is where they wanted to go. And so they packed their bags. They got all their outfits ready. They packed a couple of swimsuits. It's His Radio Mornings, Liz, Ninja, and Scott. But what ended up happening was a little bit of a faux pas. So what happened, Ninja?
Well, instead of flying all the way to Costa Rica, they ended up in California.
Because they chose the wrong airport on their flight.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to go to San Jose, Costa Rica. They ended up in San Jose, California. And I mean, the abbreviation.
Yes.
It's just one letter off, so I could see
how they would do that.
Exactly.
I think that happened. Somebody was trying to go to Australia, and they ended up somewhere like in Pennsylvania or something like that because it was just one letter off. But like if you want to, let's say, fly to Orlando, it makes no sense what those airport abbreviations are. It's MCO.
For Orlando?
Yes. And like I looked recently, so that's why, because my husband and son wanted to go see the Orlando Magic play. And they thought about flying. And I was like, MCO? What in the world?
I'm trying to reason that in my head. Like, what?
What is MCO?
Oh, no. But it makes no sense whatsoever. Now, I haven't had a faux pas like that. But when I was probably early 20s, a friend of mine and I, we wanted to go see Alan Jackson in concert, right? So we took off. He was going to be in Asheville? I think it was Asheville. But we ended up going towards Charlotte. And then we
What?
Yeah. So then we had to not only spend, the hours getting to that area, where we lived then.
Were you driving?
Of course I was driving.
Okay.
I was
like, wait a second.
Yeah, because I don't think she would have made that. But so then we ended up going, then we had to cut across and go to Asheville and just about missed the entire show. Have you ever made a faux pas like that?
Yeah, when my husband and I were going on our honeymoon, we went to Canada.
Okay.
And we spent all this time trying to figure out how to get there. And it was still when all the COVID things were going on. So we're like, okay, do we need to have this test? Make sure you have this proof or whatever. We spent so much time trying to figure out we had everything to get there. We didn't think about checking what we needed to get back. And we needed to get a test, and we didn't realize it, and it made us miss our flight.
Oh, no, because you needed a COVID test to get back.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We were like, we're citizens, that's enough. They're like, yeah,
no. All right, so how about you?
I am actually in love with aviation and stuff, so I actually know why Orlando's airport is named MCO. It stands for the name of the former airport that was there, McCoy Air Force Base. So you get the MC, and then O stands for the Orlando.
Okay, so that makes total sense. I get that.
Eden said on Christmas Day, we were driving from Charleston to Greer, South Carolina, but the GPS was taking them to Charlotte. They didn't realize till they were in Rock Hill, so almost to Charlotte.
And you passed the big sign that says Greer.
Alex said, I'm the front office manager at a hotel in Charleston, South Carolina, years ago, and said I had 3 separate groups over the years come to check in that were supposed to be checking in at the hotel by the same name, but in Charleston, West Virginia.
Oh,
3 separate groups. You would think.
How many hours difference is that?
That's insane.
Oh, my goodness. You're supposed to be headed north and you're headed, well, depending on where they're from, I guess. Wowza. Oh, my goodness, Scott. Okay, going to the My HISRadio app and the open mic.
My mom and I had gone to D.C. a while back ago, and when we were trying to get back from the Smithsonian to our hotel, we ended up getting on the wrong direction of the metro and didn't realize it until we were in Virginia.
Tracy said a friend of mine from Tennessee was coming to visit me in Savannah and was driving all night long. But when she woke up, she realized, oh, my friend's not here yet. Gave her a call. Found out she was almost in Florida because she had missed the exit sign for her place. Just kept driving along.